People often ask if I date younger men, and the answer to that is yeah, almost exclusively. Why? Because I am a 60-year-old woman who looks like she's, oh shit, I don't know, tops 45.
Welcome back, everyone. Today on Wild World Footage, we're looking at older women hitting the wall. Women in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s are regretting their decisions, and now they're lonely, crying on social media.
I bring absolutely nothing to a man's life. I bring nothing to the table. I was married for 22 years. I left it all there. I will not cook for you any night of your life. You have kids? Great. Can we pretend like it's flowers in the attic? I don't want to see them or hear them. Got a mom? I don't want to meet her. I'm not doing your laundry. I'm not cleaning up. I'm definitely not digging you out of debt. I'm not cheering you on in life. You're an adult. Cheer for yourself. I did all that and more for decades. I have nothing left to give. Quite honestly, I probably shouldn't have given it at all to begin with, because look where it got me. Divorced. At this stage in the game, post-divorce, adult children, no man wants me. I'm nothing more than just a warm body. That's it. Just over there in the corner, a warm body. I don't ask for anything, and I give even less than I ask for. So really, what's the point? We can just look at each other, take up space in the same house. The only real benefit I see is sort of like a in-person life alert. You know, if I see you go down, I'll call 911.
Well, at least we know why she's single in her 40s.
Are you interested in younger guys in their 20s?
Yes, I'm young at heart, and I have a young spirit, and normally I do go for younger men.
Are you a cougar?
No.
That's the meaning of it, right?
Sure, but I feel young, so no. Do you think I'm a cougar? At 38, do you think I am?
Isn't that the definition of a cougar?
Got him!
No, it's like an age thing. Like maybe a girl in her 40s. I will be a cougar at one point.
Are you looking for long term right now?
No.
Nice.
I love how she said maybe women in their 40s, while she's 38 years old. Lady, you're a cougar, 100%.
Man, I feel lied to by the culture. But I'm gonna take full responsibility there, man. I fell for it. I fell for the boss. I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bullshit. And I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family.
Damn.
I was focused on trying to get after the bag and all this. Yo, what? I'm in a place now in my life where I'm reevaluating everything. My values, my perspectives, what I really want in the future. And what I really want is a family. I feel like social media or just everything around us, society in general, wants to push that the woman is the future. No. The family is the future.
That's what years of feminism has done to modern women. This whole propaganda that you should be a strong, independent boss and never ever listen to a man is the biggest lie of the 21st century, when in reality, ultimate satisfaction for both men and women is starting a loving family.
The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are like wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point. So I'll have conversations with my friends, and they'll say things like, oh, like, you know, I want him to make like at least $200,000 a year, like at minimum. He has to be in shape. Like, I really like a guy with a six-pack. I love a guy who's like 6'2". I need a guy with like a full head of hair. Like, I can't do bald guys. Every single time you throw a new specification into what you desire, the only person that fits within the parameters of what you are looking for exists in your fucking dreams. No, I've had girlfriends tell me like, oh my god, no, he's great, this and that, like, but I can't do a short king. So you're telling me you found a guy that's like not bad looking, has a great job with benefits, like financially stable, comes from a great family, and you can't do it because his legs aren't long enough? Like, you bitches are out of your minds.
These unrealistic expectations that women have are the biggest reasons why so many women are single in their 30s and 40s. Every woman wants a 6'4", blonde-haired, blue-eyed finance bro who makes $400K a year, while in reality, that's less than 1% of our population.
I don't know about you ladies, but I am so sick of the dating apps, and I just really want to find my husband in person this year. So welcome to the first episode of Finding My Husband in Home Depot. Typically I wait for a guy to approach me, but I think we're going to increase our chances of having some conversations organically if I ask at least one man every single time I go to Home Depot a question. Now that I'm a homeowner, I feel like I have a lot of questions, and these men maybe can give me some answers.
You sure about that?
Let's go. Okay, we're about to hit Fleming. I feel like we're gonna find a cute guy over here. Should get this gardening hat. I haven't seen any cute guys yet. There was one. I was like, okay, he's cute, but I think he's married. I saw a ring. I'm just gonna awkwardly stand around the flooring since I need to do flooring, and just see if someone approaches me. Pretty much all the men here right now are like in their 50s, so maybe I need to come back in the morning. I don't know.
How the times have changed. Do you guys remember roughly 6 months ago, women were saying they'll rather be with a bear in a forest than a man, and now they're all going to Home Depot in search of a man? Huh, isn't that funny?
People often ask if I date younger men, and the answer to that is yeah, almost exclusively. Why? Because I am a 6-year-old woman who looks like she's, oh shit, I don't know, tops 45. Whereas the 6-year-old men I see out there, those motherfuckers look like they're 75, and that is a 3-decade delta that my vanity of vagina simply will not abide. My name is Sophia Chang, and I am 1,000% certain that I'm the baddest in the room.
That right there is the final boss of the modern feminist movement. She's in her 60s talking about hooking up with people, which is just crazy. Also, do you guys really think she looks like she's 45? Please let me know in the comment section down below.
There's a grief that happens when you're a single woman in your 40s that doesn't get talked about enough. It's the grief of the life that you've imagined. And honestly, no one really prepares you for this kind of grief. It's the relationship you thought you'd have, the family you pictured, the version of you thought you'd become. And it hits at like random moments. On the holidays, of course, and you're hanging out with your friends who have kids, or you're just randomly at Target and you see a couple holding hands. But please hear me. Feeling that grief doesn't mean you messed up your life. It means you're human, and it means that you're smart. You're allowed to grieve what didn't happen and still build something beautiful from here.
What she's really saying is being around friends or family who are married and have kids triggers these emotions because it reminds her of what she's actually missing in her own life.
You've got a single 46-year-old woman. She's found herself in an unhappy situation. She's got a lot to say.
I want a relationship, you know, that's what I want. I had all the adventures, I have all the stories to tell. Now I just want somebody that I can count on.
All I just heard is that she had all the partying. She was out there finding herself for a really long time. She's 46. How appetizing to a man to know that you got all the nasty out of your system, and now here he is. You want someone reliable and dependable now that you did all that, and he gets to have that consistent image of you doing all the nasty with everybody before because you just told him. How desirable. Why is the brain dead so thick? I'll tell you why. Because all of these women absorb all of this modern feminism for so long, and women lie to them. They tell them that guys are somehow going to receive that information well, and that guy is just like, bye. See you later. You had all the stories? I don't want to know. I don't want to have to go to the STD clinic either on my way out of here, honey.
Could you imagine taking her out on a date and she tells you that she was a party animal in her 20s and 30s and did all these crazy things with countless men, but now she's ready for marriage at the ripe age of 46. Like, who in their right mind would be like, yeah, that right there is wifey?
I was talking to my ex-husband last month and I learned something new. I'm too old for him. So we're good friends and we've been divorced over 3 years now. And he's on the apps. And I was curious. I was like, what range do you have for your age? And I think he said like early 40s, maxing out at around 52 because you could do a slider. And I was like, 52? I'm almost 55. As if dating apps aren't hard enough. Now I'm too old for these. If my relationship were not to work out and I decided to venture into hell, I don't think I'd show up as a possibility. Now I'm too old for you. We rejected you. Yeah, my relationship had better work out because otherwise I'm screwed. What are 55-year-old men putting?
Let's be honest, most men do not want to date a 55-year-old woman. Even a man who's in his 60s would prefer a woman younger than 55. And I know it sounds a bit harsh, but that's just the reality of it.
Being a single woman in your 30s can definitely be looked at as a failure, but let me tell you why it's not. Yes, my 20s were amazing. I had lots of fun. I was young, hot, not a care in the world, right? Now I'm in my early 30s. I'm much wiser. I believe I have emotional intelligence about my money. Super self-aware. I have patience, financial stability. I know what my boundaries are and how to set them. I mean, overall, being in my 30s is great, but also being single and being able to do whatever the I want without having to worry if I can or cannot do it. It's definitely the best feeling in the world.
If she was quote-unquote wiser in her 30s, she would be looking for a husband and not giving dating advice on social media when she's single.
Hot take, but I am a single 40-year-old woman. I have not been on a date in almost a year, and the longer I go without going on a date, the less I want to go on a date. My fellow older single women, we're talking 40 plus. Let me know if I'm alone here. Because something about being older and being so comfortable with yourself and your own company and valuing your peace so much, I feel like I would just have to be so interested in someone to even entertain the idea of disrupting that. Let me know if I'm alone here, because I don't think I am.
And once again, a woman in her 40s, as single as can be, giving dating advice on social media in her car. Like, who in their right mind actually listens to this?
So for me, my 40s have been pretty much like a state of mourning. Like, I mourn my youth and I miss it. And I just fear getting older. And so that has made me not embrace the current state and age that I'm in. And I feel like that's just taking away from this time in my life. And I just don't know how not to mourn like my youth, and appreciate where I'm at. But I find myself like constantly like reminiscing about even like 10 years ago. And it's just like life happens in the blink of an eye. And it just makes me scared to get older. I'm probably just being emo because I'm a perimenopausal.
And the irony is, her quote-unquote youth, her 20s, is the reason why she's probably still single, because God knows what she was doing in her 20s, because she's 40 right now without a husband or kids.
That's a little too much.
You live somewhere where we should move because we all want husbands that are actually good men. Please comment a good state and city, zip code, all the info on where we should move.
Address. Conversation with a man my age via chat. Hi, how are you? Me. Doing great. How are you? What do you do for entertainment? His response. Doing good. Love to watch TV. My response. I'm not much of a TV person, but what kind of shows do you like? His response. I love everything.
That escalated quickly.
I watch TV from the moment I get home until I go to bed. My response. Wow. That's a lot of TV. His response, do you want to come over and watch a show with me? No, I don't. I'm not looking for a man who sits in front of the television for 6 hours a day. Already did that. Been there, done that. Looking for adventure and fun and spontaneity and, I don't know, line dancing or an opera or rollerblading. Anything other than just sitting there watching TV. Hint to men in their 50s. You gotta try harder.
So what does she expect a man in his 50s to be doing? You know, go outside, run marathons, wrestle bears, swim in lakes? Like, what was she expecting?
Where's the men that are like holding it down, that's like actually the leader, that actually tells you what it is that's going on and takes control and is the disciplinary action? Like, I have such a hard independent woman personality, and I need someone to put me in my place. I need someone to be like, hey, this is what we're doing today, so you just chill and sit back. Yeah, what happened to this?
Well, look at that. Now she's in her 40s as a single mother saying now she will finally listen to men. Well, that's not how this works, princess.
I just need to vent because why am I always the second option? Every single time, I swear. I'm always the backup option. I'm always the option until a different option comes around. And I get it. I have a complicated life and headstrong. I have 3 kids. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a single mom with 2 baby daddies. I understand all of that. It's not an easy situation.
Sounds like she answered her own question because most men are not looking for a woman who has 2 baby daddies.
What's a girl gotta do to get married these days? Let me tell you, I'm educated. I'm decent looking. I got a rockin' body that I work really hard for. And I plan to go back to grad school. Why am I still single at 27? Is it because my standards are too high? Is it because I'm a little insane? Is it because I got daddy issues? Is it because of my sense of humor? Is it because I have a little bit of an addictive personality? Is it because I'm an ER nurse and they're a little bit nutty? Or is it because I have trauma bonds and I only want men that literally want me? I don't know, but if you are good looking and want a wife, hit my line.
At first I was like, wow, she sounds like a great catch, but the more she explained her life and her dating scenario, the more I'm like, okay, this makes sense.
Is it true that single straight men in 2025 just don't want to be with women at all? I've really just gathered that men don't want to be with women these days because I've encountered some men who act like they're attracted to me, act like they want to hang out with me, but they're just super inconsistent. And I've come to some conclusions as to why this is, but I would like the men to answer me. I feel like men admitting that they want to be with women requires them to look inside themselves and do some work, and men don't want to do that. I also think that because women are now at a place where we can provide for ourselves, men aren't needed for what they used to be needed for, so maybe men feel like they don't have to be with women. I need answers.
Why do some women act like them being independent is such a big deal to men? Newsflash, ladies, you're an adult. You're supposed to be independent.
You can tell by the way she describes men that she's the reason men are ignoring her. She sounds like she's angry and bitter at men, and she even goes to the extent to make a social media post trying to make it seem like men are the reason she is single.
Guys, what's a girl gotta do? If I'm hoping to find my mans out in the wild, whether that's the bar, grocery store, the gym, restaurants, out to eat, dinner, like whatever, what's it take to get a hi, hey, how are you? Because, you know, you go through the process of doing your hair, your makeup, shifting through and crashing out over 20 different outfits, and you finally pick one because you're always like, yeah, like I'm gonna find my mans tonight. I can feel it. It's gotta be this time. And then it's crickets. It's crickets out there.
In 2025, I'm dating for money, not love. I'm sorry. I'm dating for money, not love. I have always entered relationships with like a 50-50 mindset. Like I'm always ready for like equality, even though there is no equality because we live in a patriarchy. So why am I acting equal? Sorry. I've never ever thought that I would be the type of person who would want to date someone for money, but dating for love isn't working. I'm not enjoying myself, and transparently, inflation is crazy. I only have a few good years left in me. Like I am going to use them for what they're worth.
It sounds like she wants a sugar daddy, not a boyfriend or a husband, and you can't blame all men because you couldn't find the right one. The question is, what are you doing wrong? Stop blaming men for everything.
I'm 74, never had children, and here's the truth of what happens. So for whatever reason, did you end up not having children too? And hopefully you've made peace with that. But every now and then a little thought pops up about like, oh God, what's going to happen when I'm older and who's going to look out for me? Well, I kind of worry about that myself, and so should you actually. So if you're in this situation, it's important you make plans now. You probably know the people in your life that you can depend upon to help you. Most likely like relatives, family, friends. Hopefully you have a good doctor who will actually listen to you and can help. And look into long-term care insurance, a power of attorney, and a healthcare directive so the decisions stay in your hands. And build social life now, like volunteer, go to classes, hobbies, join clubs. This gives you a connection now and later. Ain't nobody got time for that. For me personally, I started a book club. I've joined a dinner club, a social club. They have all kinds of activities. And now I have so many people in my life. So not having kids doesn't mean you won't be cared for. It just means you get to shape what you want your elder future to look like. But you need to think about it now and make plans now and get busy, because I'm telling you, that future comes fast.
And that is it for today, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed today's segment of older women hitting the wall. Women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who are single, who can't find a boyfriend or husband, and now are mad. With that being said, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Take care.